My wife looked me dead in the eye and said she was leaving tonight to sleep with another man. I was standing in our kitchen holding a coffee mug. Tuesday morning. Our two kids were still asleep upstairs, 6 and 4 years old, and she just said it like she was announcing a dentist appointment. I asked who. She didn't even look guilty. Just checked her nails. Someone from my gym. Someone who actually excites me. Someone who knows how to treat a woman right. My hands started shaking. You're walking out on our family for some gym guy? She laughed, but it wasn't her normal laugh. This one had an edge to it. Random? We've been together 6 months. 6 whole months. And I felt more alive with him than I have in 8 years with you. 6 months. While I was working late to pay this mortgage. While I was doing bedtime stories and weekend pancakes. While I thought everything was fine. She kept talking. He's successful, confident, drives a Porsche, takes me to actual nice restaurants, not chain places with coupons. He makes me feel wanted. Something shifted in my chest. The hurt twisted into something else, something colder. I pulled out my phone and opened our banking app. Held it toward her. Your gym boyfriend. The one texting you from his work phone. The one with the Porsche. Her eyes narrowed. What about him? I kept my voice steady. He's 28. Works in commercial real estate. Makes about $85,000 a year. Pretty decent for 4 years out of college. Her face changed. How do you know that? I'm his boss. Hired him 3 years ago, straight out of USC. The blood left her face instantly. You're lying. I pulled up my work email. Showed her the termination paperwork I'd filed that morning. His name right there at the top. Effective immediately. Inappropriate use of company resources. Her voice cracked. You can't do that. Company phones mean IT access. Every text, every photo sent during work hours. Zero expectation of privacy. I've had copies sitting in a folder for 2 weeks. She grabbed the counter. You knew? I blamed myself at first. Thought maybe I was working too much, not being present. I actually scheduled a marriage counselor appointment for us next week. I watched it sink in. Her successful Porsche guy was my employee. Those fancy dinners were probably maxing out his credit cards. She destroyed our family for someone who sits in my conference room every Monday at 9. She tried to speak, but nothing came out. Our joint accounts? Frozen as of yesterday. You get exactly half when this is done. I filed for divorce this morning. My lawyer has the text records. Makes everything pretty straightforward. Her hands were trembling. What about the kids? I talked to a family attorney about custody. Documented every late gym night. Every girl's trip weekend. You'll get visitation, but I have everything logged. She sank into the kitchen chair. The same chair where she used to help our daughter with homework. Where we'd sit and talk about our days back when we actually did that. What happens to him? She whispered. His contract has an 18-month non-compete. Can't work commercial real estate anywhere in the city. Getting fired for cause doesn't exactly help with references either. And that Porsche? It's leased. Good luck making payments. She looked up. Mascara starting to smudge. I didn't think you had this in you. You were going to walk out that door tonight. Leave our kids asleep upstairs. For what? For a guy making less than you thought? Driving a car he can't afford? Who answers to me in meetings? She had nothing to say. I rinsed my coffee mug in the sink. The same sink where we used to stand together doing dishes. Where she'd bump me with her hip and laugh. Where our daughter lost her first tooth and we caught it before it went down the drain. You can pack some things. Stay with your sister. Wherever. But you're not seeing him tonight. He's probably dealing with HR right now. They scheduled his exit interview for 9 tomorrow morning. She just sat there staring at the floor. The floor where our son took his first steps. Where we danced on New Year's after the kids went to bed. Where she'd dropped the pregnancy test 4 years ago and we'd both cried happy tears. I walked toward the hallway. Behind me, I heard her crying. Quiet. Broken. 6 months with someone whose entire future I controlled with one email. The gym membership she'd insisted we couldn't afford, he'd been paying it. Just another company expense I'd approved without knowing why. I stopped at the stairs, looked back once. She had her head in her hands. Designer purse on the chair beside her. The one he probably bought her with the credit card that would get declined next week. Our daughter's drawing was still on the fridge. A picture of our family holding hands. I went upstairs to check on the kids.